When the Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 4 announcement trailer released, I gave you 11 facts you may have missed from the short clip. Since releasing that video, many prodigies have come forward and suggested 5 more facts that I may have missed. However, some of these seem a little obvious or even strange to me. Maybe you could help me come to a conclusion on these points. Let's get into them. First, Boris is dead. We're starting off with a really heavy one here. Since the Chapter 4 trailer shows Alice Angel standing in front of a table with Boris on it, many prodigies have mentioned that Boris is plain dead. Since we can see sparks flying from Alice Angel's machinery, it almost looks as if she did the deed already and took our adorable floopy snoot from this world.
She better not!
I've studied the Chapter 4 teaser trailer as hard as I could, and what I found was... it's hard to say. Let me explain. We can see that there's a lot of fuzziness in the image shown on the screen. Also, when Boris is laying down and we are looking at him from the side, it makes the upper half of his face look like a gigantic blur. We've seen in previous chapters that the Boris corpses show 2 major features to indicate that they've died. One is that they have crossed out eyes, and the other is that their chest has been split open. The Boris we see in the trailer doesn't seem to have their chest split open. But that doesn't mean that their eyes aren't crossed out either. Since the face is so blurry, it's hard to tell for sure, especially because Boris's lively eyes are normally so full over his face. So what can this tell us either way? If Alice is being nice to us, Boris is alive and well, and we may have to perform missions for her once more to set him free. On that note, perhaps Alice Angel is the one we have to set everyone else free from too, especially if she was made using one of the workers at the studio. On the other hand, if Alice really did kill this Boris, this might hint towards a dramatic moment where she uses it as a decoy to break Henry. By showing Henry what looks like his dead friend, it might throw him off his path, or might anger him into starting a fight with someone. If Alice uses the decoy as a way to trick Henry into thinking that Bendy kills Boris, then Henry might be more likely to be on Alice's side and want to take out Bendy. This all ties into my crazy idea that Alice and Bendy might take part in a huge battle, or they are just completely at odd ends with one another. I still really want to see that fight though. 2. The radio on the cage to the right. This either could be a really nice ornament or something even bigger. If it is an ornament, it might just be there to play some of Alice's signature songs as a way to scare her victims while torturing them on the table behind her. If it is something bigger, it may just hint towards Sammy Lawrence returning in Chapter 4. For those who may have missed out, Chapter 3 included a cool secret where playing the instruments along the staircase resulted in Sammy speaking to Henry. The card in the top right has more information on this. And if Sammy returns, it could just mean that we might get to learn more about Joey Drew and Bendy. In Chapter 2, we were first able to enter Sammy's special sanctuary, and his audio recording mentioned to us that Joey also has a sanctuary. If we get to interact with Sammy, it might be one way that we get to team up with Bendy. This would be really cool if we get to choose sides too. Something else that might happen is we may need to do errands for Sammy. This would allow us to gain Sammy's trust to access Joey's sanctuary, which would reveal more information about Joey Drew and Bendy. On the other hand, Sammy might pull an Alice Angel on us and abduct us to offer us to ink Bendy again. However, let's remember that this area is specially made for the trailer, and it and the things that we see here might not even appear in Chapter 4. We know what happened for the Chapter 3 trailer after all. 3. Alice is humming. I don't know why so many people told me that Alice was humming. I felt that it was a bit obvious because she's standing right there, so here you go. Same song as usual, let's move on. 4. Alice is covered in light. By this, I think most people mean the light from above is reaching Alice below. This is probably another one of the more obvious ones and would only hint towards us travelling deeper into the studio. I personally thought that the oozing columns of ink indicated this more to us. 5. Alice looks way different. Just look! Her hair is tied and she's wearing less clothes. How could you miss that, Prod? Sadly, I did catch this, and if you look really carefully, it looks as if Alice has taken on a completely different form with tied hair, and she wears more revealing clothing. Also, she looks completely malformed, with her neck being about as thick as her body, and she's really floppy. Unfortunately for everyone noticing this, it really isn't that special. She hasn't taken on a different form, and she isn't some kind of special searcher. Remember point number 4? Light is shining down from above, seemingly through some kind of drain cover. This in turn is projecting a shadow over Alice that causes her to look different, depending on how you look at her. It's kind of like looking at the white dress with the gold stripes. Or is it a blue dress with black stripes? In any case, if you see this, your eyes are just playing tricks on you. Here is an outline of what Alice really looks like in the trailer if you're struggling to see. Now, what is she going to do with that Boris, and why does she need so many Borises anyway? Tap this video to find out, or check out these videos which were picked just for you. If you're new, tap my face to subscribe and to tap that bell for more bendy and horror game theories that actually make sense. And prodigies, I hope these videos help to expand on how you think. See ya!